All right, party people. I'm back. And I'm taking my shirt off. I have a blanket, so it's not completely vulnerable, but I have the microphones right here. I'm on the 22nd day of a fast right now. Okay, so in the last 22 days, I've eaten 15 meals. My first 5 days was a water fast. And then after I did a water fast for 5 days, I had coffee and tea and apple cider vinegar during that time. After that, then I ate 1 meal a day. So intermittent fasting at the most extreme level. And now, after 20 days, on day 21, which was yesterday, I transitioned back to a water fast. So I haven't had any food for the last couple days. So, I'm the CEO of a company called Attention, so I thought maybe if I took my shirt off and talked about fasting, I'd get attention, but it's not as though I'm like, a model type dude. I still am, I'm still fluffy, I'm still well insulated. All right, this is not the American standard here. So I gave myself the blanket excuse because I need the microphones there. So let's see, is the microphone hiding? There it is. There we go. It's there somewhere. So what I've been doing tonight is I did a bunch of live streams. All right. So I have Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, the Amazon Alexa speaker, and our YouTube audio channel. Now, I first just kind of got started, then I talked about being a father, then separately a friend, and then separately a futurist and a founder, and finally Attention Live. And now I thought, I have something on my heart. I really want to talk about fasting. Now, there are different reasons why I fast. This is my second 40-day fast. I am intending to do 2 40-day fasts every year. And the way I do it is I do 10 days with only water, and then I do 30 days with 1 meal a day, and then eventually 2 meals a day. So basically, after Friday, which will be my 25th day on my fast and my 5th day of only water, this time I'm having no apple cider vinegar, no tea, no coffee, just water and water alone. After that, then I will transition to 2 meals a day. Now, there are so many reasons why I fast. For one, it is the discipline. Like I'm just honestly not as disciplined of a man as I'd like to be. I have a very strong will, so I tell myself, don't fall when you ride the one wheel, and that's worked so far. I told myself a lot of things in my life that I've been able to be disciplined about. I was married for 17 years, never ever even considered having a relationship with somebody else. Discipline, right? There's a lot of drugs I've never done, never even considered doing meth or cocaine or heroin. Like, not even crossed my mind, no chance. I've had discipline in that area. A lot of areas I have not had discipline in. Eating is one of them. I eat my feelings away. I just want to eat all the time. And so that causes me to be extra insulated and extra fluffy. And I extra don't like that. I'm in America. And in America, there's a certain body type that's desirable, for one. Also, it sucks to not be healthy. It just is it's a total bummer of a thing. And also, it's a lack of discipline that the world sees. Like, when I meet somebody and I weigh 50 pounds more than I do today, then people see me and they go, even subconsciously, like, oh, this is not a disciplined man. And so there's a lot to be said about the need for discipline. And it's not just food. I mean, I'm fasting from many, many things. I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 10 years old. I've been smoking weed since I was 12 years old. I've been looking at pornography since I was 8 years old. Some of those things I think are wrong and I should never, ever, ever, ever do no matter what. And some of those things are pleasurable things. Like my dad, he's at home having a cigar on the porch right now. I'd like to be having a cigar with him, but I wouldn't because I'm fasting, you see? And so there's things that I've struggled with discipline around. And at a very early age, which then sets a precedent for struggle. And so for me to be able to stop and say, I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to smoke, I'm not going to drink alcohol, I'm not going to do things that would bring me pleasure on purpose, not because pleasure's bad. Pleasure's fantastic. I love it. I'm all about it. I'm a big pleasure-seeking animal. But there is a time and a place for taking a break. And this feels like a very vulnerable talk. And I took my shirt off. I almost did it without the blanket, but I'm using the mic stands as my excuse. Plus, for all of those out there that would prefer not to see me without a shirt on, hey, I understand. I'm still an extra large fella. But fasting has had a profound impact on my life, and it crosses all areas of my life. So first and most important, it is the emotional impact of like being disciplined. Like to choose not to eat all day today, all day yesterday, only water, and knowing that I only had one meal a day for 15 days before that and only water for the 5 days before, like 15 meals in 22 days. Now, I think you can tell if you look at the live stream videos I've been doing all day, it hasn't had a bad impact on my mind. You know, like I don't have a script. I'm just live streaming one 10-minute live stream after another. This is my seventh 10-minute live stream. So I've been at this for over an hour, right? It took me a couple hours to set up probably because of 5 phones and all the microphones and stuff. And so I'm like all in. And I think my mind's working pretty good. I rode my one wheel, super aggressive today, all throughout this beautiful place called Annapolis. Like, wow, what a place. So I rode my one wheel all over aggressively for an hour and a half. Like, so it didn't really affect my body in terms of like I can still be athletic. So emotional is the number one thing. Number two is spiritual. Like I always have the most profound mystical, supernatural experiences on my 4th day of a water fast. And so I desire that. Like I don't need it. I'm happy with my spiritual life without fasting, but I like it and it's worth the sacrifice to get there. And I'm really pumped about the spiritual impact and the mystical experiences that I have while fasting, and it's worth the sacrifice. So spiritual is a huge thing. Physical, like last time I did a 40-day fast, I lost 42 pounds. I went from just over 270 to just under 230. And then in the 8 months between that 40-day fast and this one that I just started, I was still about 240. So I pretty much maintained my weight loss. I give the one wheel a lot of credit for that and playing disc golf. I like to throw frisbees in the air. Like I just don't care, but I do care. I care a lot about throwing frisbees. I'm all about the disc golf game, and I like to throw plastic as far as possible. I can throw a piece of plastic about 400 feet. That's not that great when you compare me to like a pro on YouTube, but for me, it makes me very happy. And so, you know, a little activity here and there has kept me at about the 240 range, which is still very well insulated and quite fluffy. And so now my intention is to see how much weight I lose on this road show. Now, I started my fast before I planned on going on the road for a month, before I planned to show the world the problem of all these phones having to live stream me and the solution of Attention Live solving that problem. But it was convenient. It's convenient that my last day of my 40-day fast is February 29th and I get home on February 27th, because if you look back at my live streams I started a week and a half ago, you should notice I've lost 10 or more pounds. I had lost 10 pounds before I left. So I'm probably down about 20 or so pounds since I started. I'm probably closer to the 220 range right now. And I imagine that by the time I get home, I'll probably be down to 210, 205, maybe I'll even crack 200. I weighed over 200 pounds when I was in 5th grade. 5th grade, I was wearing size 36 jeans, you know? So I didn't fit my dad's clothes. So I've always been an extra large fella, and I believe strongly in fasting for emotional, spiritual, and physical reasons. I encourage anybody to fast only water or intermittent fast. The physiological benefits are profound, and I figured that would be something worth sharing right here, right now, especially since I just saw these live streams. I really want to make a point that fasting does not impede your ability to think clearly, at least not too much. Thanks for your attention.